call on Deputy Anthony Lawlor, and the Deputy has 5 minutes.
Thanks very much, Count Corley. I must say I welcome this bill here, the Criminal Justice Bill, which is part of the programme for government, and it's amazing. We promised that will be delivered within the first 100 days, in which we have done so. White-collar crime in some quarters is seen as a victimless crime. However, I totally disagree with that, that there is always at some stage a victim. Whether the victim might not be immediately associated with the crime, there is, without a shadow of a doubt, people who will suffer somewhere along the result. While most comments so far have been made against associated with the recent economic crash and the effect that certain bankers have had on the economy and our people, there are many other forms of white-collar crime. Insurance fraud, social welfare fraud, these are all parts and parcel of white-collar crime. In the great crash of 1929, and most people might not remember that, it was many years past before many of the people associated with the white-collar crime that brought about the resultant crash were prosecuted. In fact, I think in 1938, one of the major players in the crash in 1929 was eventually prosecuted. That's why, consequently, I'm delighted that the Minister has indicated that once enacted, that the legislation can be availed of to assist with current investigations that are already underway, as well as those in which they are embarked on in the future. The key parts of the bill, as far as I'm concerned, address the practice of snowing Garda investigators with masses of documentation. We can all remember the boxes of files that were taken out of the Anglo-Irish Bank back 2 years ago. Not alone was the files being taken out, but also files were not being released at the same time. This current legislation that's before the Dáil at the moment will address this. I also like the fact that the bill allows for the investigators to work in a much more efficient manner. I think when people start talking about the smart economy is dealing with things much more efficiently. And because with this piece of legislation, we will allow our investigators work much more efficiently. The bill also takes into account the experiences of investigators in their efforts to pursue white-collar crime. Practical experience gets practical results. I welcome the fact that the Minister, who only took his time in his relevant short period here in office to listen to the investigators, which are hindered in the pursuit of large-scale white-collar crime. I must say that to assist the implementation of this bill, I think it's necessary that we bring forward some whistleblower legislation. I think we all saw this will encourage people to bring forward information that they have within their own companies, so as that people who are enacting a white-collar crime can be brought to courts fairly quickly. Those who saw the Primetime Investigators programme on Monday night identified readily with people who we couldn't identify, but gave information to the reporter. And as a result of that, we saw that certain individuals within NCT have been let go from their position. The fact that these whistleblowers were safeguarded in the programme is vitally important. And I feel that it is necessary that some legislation is brought forward in that to coincide with this current bill that's coming through the law. In that regard, I welcome what we have here before us and look forward to supporting it in the time comes. Thank you.